Hello, this is Barry Nirmal. I'm a computer guru, having spent my whole life in computing. You can find my books on computing by searching Google for quote Barry Nirmal books unquote. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe link below. Also donate to my channel by clicking on the donate link which is given in the description field below. Hello friends, in this video I will answer 16 questions that you have. Okay, number 1, who created the universe? Number 2, when you gaze at the sky during the dark night, what do you see? Number 3, how big is our solar system? Number 4, how many stars in the universe? Number 5, how big is the Milky Way galaxy and how big is the universe? Number 6, what is the closest star from the sun? Number 7, is there a planet like Earth? Number 8, what is the closest galaxy? Number 9, is there life on another planet? Number 10, is there an intelligent life other than us in the universe? Number 11, how long have humans existed on Earth? Number 12, will we live on Earth forever? Number 13, has any spaceship gone beyond our solar system? Number 14, how long does it take to reach Mars? Number 15, how long does it take to reach the moon? Number 16, which countries are the top space powers? Now let's move on to the questions. The first question about space, who created the universe? God did not create the universe, says Professor Stephen Hawking in his book, The Grand Design. He argues that the Big Bang, rather than occurring following the intervention of a divine being, was inevitable due to the laws of gravity. Number 2, when you gaze at the sky during the dark night, what do you see? The answer is, when you observe the night sky with your eyes during a dark night, away from city lights, you can see the moon, perhaps several planets of our solar system like Mars, and many stars from our Milky Way galaxy. By the way, our Milky Way galaxy has 100 billion stars, so you see quite a few of them in the sky. That's why the sky sometimes is full of stars. If you are in a particularly dark location, and if moonlight is not too bright, you may also see a faint band of light that stretches from horizon to horizon. This pale white glow is actually our Milky Way galaxy. With just your eyes, it is difficult to tell that the Milky Way is anything besides a faint patchy glow. However, with even the smallest telescope or binoculars, you can resolve this glow into stars. The sun is a star. We see many hundreds of stars with our naked eyes, and with telescopes we can see that the band of the Milky Way is made up of the combined light from many stars. Number 3, how big is our solar system? The solar system has a diameter of 287.46 billion kilometers. Now that's lots of zeros. So let's simplify it into astronomical units or AU. Remember, 1 AU is the distance from Earth to the Sun, and it equals 149.6 million kilometers. So the diameter of the solar system is 1921.56 AU. Our solar system is huge. There is a lot of empty space out there between the planets. Voyager 1, the most distant human-made object, has been in space for more than 40 years, and it still has not escaped the influence of our sun. As of February 1, 2020, Voyager 1 was about 13.8 billion miles or 22.2 billion kilometers from the sun, nearly 4 times the average distance from the sun to Pluto. Question number 4. How many stars are in the universe? The number of stars in the universe varies depending on whom you ask. Conrad used a very rough estimate of 10 trillion galaxies in the universe. Multiplying that by the Milky Way's estimated 100 billion stars results in a very large number. It is 1,000 billion trillion stars, or a 1 followed by 24 zeros. Conrad emphasized that number is likely a gross underestimation, as more detailed looks at the universe will show even more galaxies. Our sun is just an average-sized star. The solar system is about 36 billion times larger than the Earth. So our solar system is very, very tiny compared to the size of the universe. How big is the Milky Way and how big is the observable universe? It's an interesting question. The Milky Way is made up of approximately 100 billion stars. Our sun is just an average-sized star, by the way. The disk of our home galaxy, the Milky Way, is bigger than we previously thought. A new study shows that it would take 200,000 years for a spaceship traveling at the speed of light to go across the entire galaxy. So it will take about 200,000 light years. By the way, a light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year, which is nearly 9.46 trillion kilometers, or nearly 6 trillion miles. Our solar system is about 25,000 light years away from the center of our galaxy. So we live in the suburbs of our galaxy, not in the downtown. Beyond our Milky Way, there is a sea of galaxies, perhaps 10 trillion in total, contained in our observable universe. By the way, we are only talking about observable universe. There may be other universe that we cannot observe. Our part of space, or the observable universe, has a special shape. It is flat. That means if you and a friend each had your own rocket ship, and if you both took off in a different direction and traveled in a straight line forever and forever, you would never meet. Question number 6. What is the closest star from the sun? The answer is, you might have heard that it is Alpha Centauri, the third brightest star in the sky that we can see. Just 4.37 light years from Earth. It is like our next door neighbor. But Alpha Centauri is not just one star. It is a system of 3 stars. First, there is a binary pair orbiting a common center of gravity every 80 years. Alpha Centauri A is just a little more massive and brighter than our sun. And Alpha Centauri B is slightly less massive than the sun. Then there is a third member of the system. It's called Proxima Centauri. Proxima means close by. It's a faint red dwarf star. Proxima Centauri has been the nearest star for about 32,000 years, and it will hold this record for another 33,000 years. It will make its closest approach to the sun in about 26,700 years, coming close to within 3.11 light years of Earth. After 33,000 years from now, our nearest star will be Ross 248. Question number 7. Is there a planet like Earth that we discovered? Yes. An international team of astronomers announced in 2016 that they have discovered a rocky, Earth-like planet that might harbor life orbiting Proxima Centauri, the closest star to the Sun. The planet, designated Proxima b, is 4.22 light years from Earth, essentially a celestial next-door neighbor. At 40 trillion kilometers or 25 trillion miles away, it is easily the closest Earth clone ever found. If a small unmanned spacecraft was launched in the next few years, it could reach Proxima b by 2100. Children living in 2116 would be able to see the craft's arrival. This planet is in the star's so-called Goldilocks zone, where it may be neither too hot nor too cold. That means liquid water could exist at the surface, raising the possibility for life. Although observations in recent years, particularly by NASA's Kepler planet-finding mission, have uncovered a bounty of Earth-like worlds throughout the galaxy, this one holds particular promise because it might someday, decades from now, be possible to reach. As I told you, if you went on a spaceship now, in 100 years you could reach it. It is only 4.2 light years or 25 trillion miles away from Earth, which is extremely close in cosmic terms. But remember that conditions on this planet could be Earth-like, but they could also be hellish like Venus, or cold and dry like Mars. We don't know enough about this planet yet. Question number 8. Which is the closest galaxy? The answer is the Andromeda galaxy is the closest big galaxy to our Milky Way at 2.5 million light years. It is the most distant thing you can see with the eye alone. It is like our next door neighbor galaxy. Number 9. Is there life on another planet? We still don't have enough evidence for any life that's not of Earth, but across our vast solar system, there are some tantalizing possibilities for primitive life. Some moons of Jupiter and Saturn are intriguing, and there is also the chance for some surprises somewhere on Mars. In 2016, we discovered a planet that revolves around Proxima Centauri, which could harbor life. By closely observing Proxima Centauri and other stars, researchers believe potentially habitable planets are actually fairly common in the universe. It is believed that such planets will eventually be directly observed with giant ground and space-based telescopes. By the way, it's very arrogant to think that we are the only intelligent life in the space. The space is so huge. It's like 1,000 billion trillion stars. So it's very quite possible that there is intelligent life on many stars, but the problem is that they are so far apart that they are hard to reach. For us to reach or for them to reach, even their signals takes thousands of years to reach our Earth. Number 10, is there intelligent life other than us in the universe? There should be at least a few dozen active civilizations in our galaxy, under the assumption that it takes about 5 billion years for intelligent life to form on other planets as it did on Earth. The idea is to examine evolution but on a cosmic scale. We call this calculation the astrobiological Copernican limit. But the first scenario is like this. Life is common, but rarely develops intelligence. I suspect we are going to find evidence for simple life all over the space as we extend our technology outward. But little evidence for intelligence and technologies. But other scenarios exist, which is that life is common and so is intelligence. It is possible that we may find life unusual, but intelligence a common consequence when it does happen. Finally, life may be as rare as intelligence. The research shows that the number of civilizations depends strongly on how long they are actively sending out signals of their existence into space, such as radio transmissions from satellites, television, etc. There should be about 36 ongoing intelligent technical civilizations throughout our galaxy. However, the average distance to these civilizations would be 17,000 light years away. That means if you travel at the speed of light, you would reach that civilization in 17,000 years. And man's life is only 100 years, so you would not be around to see that spacecraft land, okay? Making detection and communication very difficult with our present technology. The problem is that we live only for 100 years. And if we lived for, say, 100,000 years, then we could make more progress. But because our life is so short, it's hard to carry on this research. This means to reach them, you would have to travel for 17,000 years in a ship that travels at the speed of light. It is also possible that we are the only civilization within our galaxy. Also, distant galaxies are moving away from us at an accelerating rate. Even if extraterrestrial intelligence, or ETI, is infinitesimally rare, in an infinite universe, every physically possible scenario, however bizarre, will exist. We cannot communicate with or even directly measure anything about this unlimited vastness because it lies beyond the cosmic horizon, the distance set by how far light can travel in the age of the universe. Waiting longer will not help because the universe is getting bigger and expanding away from us. In fact, for purposes of communication, the limit is even stricter. The universe is not simply expanding, it is accelerating outward. And Harvard astrophysicist A.V. Loeb has shown that light sent from Earth today can never even catch up to galaxies whose light has taken about 10 billion years to reach us. Even though they are well within our cosmic horizon, such galaxies are forever beyond our reach and receding quickly. Even if the universe lasts forever, any aliens there will never enjoy our stray transmissions of I Love Lucy. The finite speed of light also sets a practical limit on closer stars. Most stars in our galaxy, that is Milky Way galaxy, and presumably its billions of planets, are hundreds of thousands of light years away. So it will take hundreds of thousands of years for any extraterrestrial intelligence there to see our signals, and that long again for us to receive a reply. Of course, it's possible that some distant alien civilization scans the galaxy's billions of stars for juvenile Earths, predicts their evolution, and optimistically sends out greetings eons ahead of time, perhaps as signals or robotic probes, timed to arrive just when intelligent species such as us have evolved and are starting to listen. We only hope that there are other civilizations which are much superior to us and that they are friendly to us. If they are hostile, then it's not going to help. But it's hard to imagine such an enterprise being practical. No wonder there are no signals, nor even faint traces, despite decades of looking. As Fermi argued, they are not there. If by chance some fantastic, faster than light technology were possible, that Fermi's observation implies that beings with extraterrestrial intelligence are not only not living in our galaxy, but there are not many living anywhere in the universe. It's pretty pessimistic view. Anyway, number 11, how long have humans existed on Earth? It's an interesting question. We humans have existed on this Earth only about 300,000 years. Approximately 300,000 years ago, the first Homo sapiens, that is us humans, arose alongside our other hominid relatives. It is not known whether we descended directly from Homo erectus or other species, although Neanderthals, which came slightly later at 240,000 years ago, most certainly came from Homo heidelbergensis. Modern speech is thought to have arisen almost as soon as Homo sapiens, that is us, arose. The universe came into existence at the Big Bang time, which is around 13.8 billion years ago. So it took 13.8 billion years of cosmic history for the first human beings to arise. And we did so very recently, just 300,000 years ago. 99.998% of the time that passed since the Big Bang had no human beings at all. Our entire species has only existed for the most recent 0.002% of the universe. Yet, in that short time, due to our superior intelligence encased in our large brain, we have managed to figure out the entire cosmic story that led to our existence. Fortunately, this story won't end with us, as it is still being written. We have made lots of progress, but we have also built deadly weapons, these nuclear weapons, which might destroy us. Number 12, shall we live on Earth forever? Evolutionarily speaking, human beings or Homo sapiens have been around for a very short time, less than 500,000 years. Based on how evolution works, it is very unlikely that there will be any humans left on Earth. Just a few million years from now, one author says that 900 million years from now, Earth will be a very hostile place indeed. Question number 13. Has any spaceship gone beyond our solar system? Voyager 1 departed Earth on 5 September 1977, a few days after its sister spacecraft Voyager 2. Both have left our solar system behind. Both probes had now made into interstellar space, and that Voyager 2's date of departure from the solar system was 5 November 2018. That means on 5 November 2018, Voyager 2 left our solar system. Voyager 1 will not approach another star for nearly 40,000 years, even though it is moving at such a great speed. But it will be in orbit around the center of our galaxy with all its stars for billions of years. Voyager 1 is zipping along at 38,000 miles per hour or 61,000 kilometers per hour. The probes won't beam home any data from the new star it approaches after 40,000 years. Voyager 1's declining power supply will force the mission control to turn off its first instrument in 2020. And all of the science gear will stop working by 2025. But it will keep on going because in space there is no gravity to put it down. It will just keep on circling the stars. In about 40,000 years, Voyager 2 will pass 1.7 light years or 9.7 trillion miles from the star Ross 248. And in about 296,000 years, it will pass 4.3 light years or 25 trillion miles from Sirius, the brightest star in the sky that we see. The Voyagers are destined, perhaps eternally, to wander the Milky Way. They will keep on wandering the Milky Way. Voyager 1 was at a distance of 150.6 AU or 22.5 billion kilometers or 14.0 billion miles from Earth as of September 17, 2020. It is the most distant man-made object from Earth. The probe's objectives included flybys of Jupiter, Saturn, and Saturn's largest moon, Titan. Number 14, how long does it take to reach Mars? You know, we have sent probes to Mars. Even India sent a probe to Mars. And because of the Mars and Earth's orbits are not perfectly circular, the time it takes for the ship to reach Mars varies between 6 to 8 months. How long does it take to reach the moon? It takes about 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon. During that time, a spacecraft travels at least 240,000 miles or 386,400 kilometers, which is the distance between Earth and Moon. Number 16, the last question. Which countries are the top space powers? USA, Russia, China, and India are the current space powers. The ongoing race to dominate space between the old superpowers, that is US and Russia, and the emerging space superpowers, that is India and China, has gained even more importance in recent years as technology has developed at an increasing pace. That's all for today, friends. Hello. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe link below. Also write your comments in the comment section below. And if this video has helped you, please donate to my channel. The donate link is given in the description field of this video. It is also on the page of About on my channel, the About page on my channel. You can spread the word. You can share this video with your friends by clicking on the share button below, and you can share it with WhatsApp, with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by sending email to your friends.